wife is a photographer, which I'm really glad they acknowledged, because Alan Wake 1 was a bit shitty about Alice Wake. It took them... they didn't really write women very well until basically after the first Alan Wake. And I'm glad, very glad they sort of went, oh no, she is also an artist, obviously. I'm assuming she'll turn up in Alan Wake. What do we do?
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art.
Born in Edward Franklin Booker. Born in New York, currently resides in New York. Married to Timothy Booker. Oh yeah, to the Bookers, the journalists. No known children or dependents.
There was a crack in the lake house.
No paranatural.
The marmots
No paracriminal affiliations found. Writer and director of 5 stage plays unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation author playwright.
The truth was controlled.
Background investigation
was not art,
in a very short amount of time per instruction.
Experiment.
Result: the information contained in the report is offensive, possibly erroneous. So Madison, Tamatha. They didn't do a lot with the Bookers in the original game, other than the fact that in the Dark World, their themes existed in the fictional space. But actual Booker stuff, I don't know if that actually had an effect. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. But yeah, all the true crime and all the theatre stuff was then. I don't know how real the noir York City stuff was. Poetry collection successful. Put up the poet. Background investigation for information about the time per as a result of information contained in the report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in.
Where are we? Okay, so the villain, the monster is Slop. That's clever. That's what it's stagnant art. It's AI Slop.
Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
I fucking love it. It's the most long-winded way of doing automating that. Rooms are open. Change places.
This keycard won't get me in.
investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake. Intent to use this particular brand, redacted in the ATDs, continues to be unsuccessful. So I just watched a video by a YouTuber, and it's about YouTubers copying other YouTubers. And they copy, like, the thumbnails down to the font, and he's just going, do you think it's the font? Do you think it's Mr. Beast's font that got him big? And I just think it's very funny that it's just like, no, we've got the brand of typewriter isn't important. It's clearly not. Unless you make it important, of course. Sources contacted with discussion. Wake's publishing house. Information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. But on you, Barry. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Redacted. No useful information. That'd be his therapist. Checked all on available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake. No useful information. Relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. ATDs will continue to be operated the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating state Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter, where the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation being issued once into the brand and type of ink used in the typewriter. Of course, that would be important.
The keycard isn't high enough clearance.
We've begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into work, I must do here to address the matter of being examined. Reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Mormont, co-head of research Lakehouse facility. Pages we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher, turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotional prejudice. The accuracy of the writings is intriguing. Thoughts are passed in the bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more interpersonal conflicts this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he's writing from, get this information? Or is the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe the scope of Wake's ability goes as far as to dictate my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by external force, would it change their nature, their behaviour, personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, rather growing resentment. I firmly believe that though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love or animosity are theirs to control? Yeah, I'm not sure you're going to get very far on that one.
7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the Lakehouse for analysis.
been to... Maybe we want to... Did I miss a room? Okay, let's try a different floor.
Here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Where'd the elevator go?
Paint. Oh.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower. Back where I started.
Oh. Yes.
He observes the law of three.
Welcome back. So this is the
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived over.
so Cauldron Lake is literally a lake, and this lake house is literally a building sets into it. So the implication is a crack in the lake house where water's flowing. But also, there's a room over there with 1,000 typewriters making fake Alan Wake manuscripts. And what she said earlier was, it's not art, it's content slop. It doesn't count. The water is stagnant. The implication is that this nightmare scenario is created because of AI slop.
Bounded on itself.
Because it's wrong.
Compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting.
Shadow is here.
games. The story goes. I misremembered that, but I didn't die.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself.
Why is everything so strong? Oh, fuck that. Seems like a bad idea. Ah. So they're all quoting Alan Wake lines from the manuscript.
This contrived overlap
What the fuck
rebounded
do I
on
do?
itself.
I know it's the DLC, so it's supposed to be harder, but
Reflecting and
jeez.
refracting.
This is a lot harder than the other one.
This contrived overlap rebounded
Guessing I'm trying to turn the
itself,
lights on.
compressing.
It's giving me a shotgun for a reason.
Arranged wrong. Kept building, looking for release.
Dodging. Oh yeah, the nautical shadows. They can. Yeah, maybe want to consider using the dodge button.
Overlap rebounded on it.
Fuck is you? All the freeze. Just done a Max Payne 1.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared you.
Did I remember? Yeah. I've got no ammo.
I keep coming back to this page.
I was going to say, it wasn't 1,000 typewriters. It might be now. And like, it's machines typing on typewriters as well.
What is that?
I think we'll contain us from the previous iterations. Yeah, often.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in. Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena.
So what did she do then? not really sure what I'm doing here. Oh. I see. Yeah, that door's open now. Alright, yes. She did comment, I just wasn't following it. No, John. Oh, back. Put the wall back. Go in the other door. Take it. Leave it for me. EU power. Oh, it's just being done. Nonsense. Alan Wake. And then she shuffled about for like 10 minutes, fucking power boxes. It was hella fun. There he is. Good off lane?
You again.
What happened to you?
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Good luck. Thank you for joining me as well. Out to Alan Wake.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there.
What did the Marmonts do?
You said Marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. it's fixated on the Marmonts. What did they do? Threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire one additional subject for ongoing related to Project Arbitus at the Lakehouse facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects to Lakehouse for study. Oh, they've picked up the Bookers. Fuck. Tamatha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. I fucking love the corporate way of looking at that. Less successful than Tamatha, but theatre is more widely recognised as art than true crime novels. Observe the subject at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. In those circumstances can this operation Dr. Myra, Diana Marmot. Ooh.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are?
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you doing?
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Don't be serious.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the The costumes, all great in that, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15-20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Oh, I love it. They're trying to figure out what counts as art. Writing, painting, rhymes, sculpture, movies, TVs, theatre puppets, night springs, cooking, baking, knitting, speaking, stacking, bit charts like this, heels, sewing, graffiti. Oh no, she's gone. Work order, wall removal and transport, location sub-level 2, lane cell, ordered by Marmont, Jules, co-head of research. Section of the cell 7 wall needs to be removed for transport.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it, so only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown decline in redacted over the past several months. Initially, this redacted presented as increasing resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude towards art had also undergone change recently. Disinterested in his work, becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the pieces or even completed. Past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or skips or conceptualized. Harder to define and categorize. This sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion or consequence of growing redacted, or genuine source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies, claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. Subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate there's little new information to gain. Subject must continue to paint if work succeed. However, the team is concerned convincing the subject with coercion may only entrench him to further in his position. Taken, Jules Marmont, the research and project lead, has suggested that high dose of redacted may be introduced into the subject's food to cure his redacted. The subject's attitude does not improve. No doses of redacted will be introduced. Science.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint.
And you are such a talent.
This is just the classic artist slump.
No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Well, we're getting notes. It's cool. Still only got one.
Need a higher clearance keycard.
But that doesn't good well.
Well, there's the elevator. How do I get in? More shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Bad. card.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Doing just fine.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Painting from session on redacted. Designation black circular shape among yellow lines. Uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground. Jagged yellow mustard. Brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and lead into black circle. Designation lone tree at night. Description a dark tree. Green tree, pine, standing in the dark landscape, presumably night. Empty road in a forest, dark grey streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. Grey streak is likely the road due to location, colour, and the way it whips. Perspective. Note a small white shape in the road could be a page from writing. Page of writing from Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt page retrieval. Designation yellow crescent shape on blank canvas. Of yellow shape in roughly crescent shape painted blue, otherwise empty canvas. Possibly a crescent moon or banana, unfinished piece. Red, yellow, green circle. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, yellow and green roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black grey with red streaks across the border of the canvas, possibly a traffic light. Escape with blue grey sky, grey vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city. In the bottom third of the canvas with a vid. I really like this because I think, is it SCP? I remember what it's called now. The idea of them going in and like codifying paintings like this in like a really clinical way, it's really like a really good look at like corporate horror. Geometric shapes painted within landscape painting. A black void, a deep black void covering the entire canvas with flecks of dark light grey able to be seen on the close inspection. Large variety of black spirals, large number of spirals painted in black, ranging in sizes from that of a quarter to that of a baseball, but the canvas appears quite covered, its blank aside from the spirals. Round shapes with horns, round shape, regularly triangular, and are presumably horns extended shape, likely an animal head, possibly deer or black background.
Nope.
Just found out what happened to Trisha. Jules fucking fired her. Knew it, she was way too vocal in last week's all-hands meeting. With valid concerns, the man's a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you believe... She's doing best now. Believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're in the fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I think the security's new password, like memo suggested, our anniversary in the base numbers, and Black Void. Yeah, Mum's losing a big surprise, but Diana set Jules back onto a big old toad or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. Password you sent didn't work. Black Void is 44, right? On the list of Lane's paintings, I need to get it in, or this is going to be a total waste of Wednesday. 44 is right, yes. Yes, you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Well, good luck with that. There's password. Date of our special unforgettable anniversary. Plus, brown shape with horns. I love you. Intend seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. Now we need to figure out what fucking movie they're talking about. Brown shape with horns. A reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was Friday. Can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that the hypocrites have abandoned office relationships. Good luck. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. Where this may be inconvenient, change and lead to difficulty remembering the passwords, we recommend using a permanent set of digits. Same thing. So, nine 14/23. $22. Is January, February, December. Not very dumb for not. February. So 2209. $2209.25.
There.
Fuck, I forgot to.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sublevel 1. You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios.
Mr.
Ground
Kingston.
floor 1. I'll need help.
We know Kingston, don't we? I'm writing. I have serious concerns about the safety protocols being disregarded. Safety have a collected list of violations I've personally observed. In this to you, my opinion on the matter is that both Dr. Marmont are driving this to progressively more misbehaviour. Thank you, Miss Howard. She's the one who got fired. Thank you for sharing your opinion on facility operations and safety measures. Overview of research. If you have a complaint, please file it directly to them. No, Kingston, that's stupid. Contact Bureau's acting management team in Dallas. Kingston report to the acting management team in Kansas. Reached out to them about this issue multiple times, got no response. And if they did respond, we all know that they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house. Into lockdown, I believe the Marmonts are knowingly using the state of chaos advantage. Treatment of research is a clear violation of the Ash Act. Punishable offences. Do not open an internal investigation and I will resign. Yeah, I hope she did. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here for the time being. Enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying the commentary on AI Slop. And we'll be back a little bit later. Fucking now the lights work fine. When it's dark, the camera works fine, but when it's the middle of the day, it goes haywire. That will waste so much time. Either way.